Hello, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is YAHMAD. So in this video I'm going to complete paper 2 from the CIE ICT IGCSE course. We're doing a May-June 2020 paper. So remember, this was the paper which was cancelled due to COVID-19. I don't know what I said then. And this is a practical paper which is 2 hours and 30 minutes long. So if you check out the previous videos, I've completed a document production part, data manipulation, which is databases, and a mail merge part as well. So now we're going to be focusing on presentations for this video. So let's scroll down to page 12. Yeah, page 12, task 6, presentation. So you're going to create a short presentation. All slides must have a consistent layout and formatting unless otherwise instructed. Slides must be formatted to display a title and a bulleted list. So question 29, the first thing that we need to do is create a presentation of 6 slides using the file j220raam.rtf. Okay, so the first thing we should do is to open up PowerPoint. Okay, once you've opened up PowerPoint, click on open and then browse to your source folder. When you get to your source folder, you will notice there's no files being displayed since we don't have any PowerPoint files created yet. Okay, so it's really important because we're importing the RTF file. We click on all files, and now we can see all the files, and the files that we need to import to create 6 slides is this file here. So select, then click on open, enable editing. Okay, so we got 6 slides. Let me just first of all save this. I want to save this into the same folder. Just call it Pres for now. Yep, I want to save it into my source folder as a PowerPoint file. Save, and obviously you save just in case your computer crashes. At least you can refer back to the last moment you saved. Right, on slide 1, enter your name after the text presented by. Okay, once you've done that, let's have a look. What do we do next? Format the first slide so that a title slide layout is applied with no bullet points. So what we need to do is click on layout, select title slide. You can see there's no bullet points. The title and subtitle text are centered in the middle of the slide. So by default, when you select the title slide format or layout, the text will be center aligned in the middle. Okay, done. Question 31. Use a master slide to display only the following features: your name, center number, and candidate number. So and we just make sure, I just want to double check everything. Yes, a master slide items appear in the same position on every slide. Right, so to create a master slide, you go to View, Slide Master. And because we want these features to feature on every slide, we need to work on the top slide. Just before I enter the details as requested on the paper, this is how the Slide Master works. If I was to create a shape here, for example, and then if I close the Slide Master, because we're working on the top level, you can see this shape has been applied to all layouts. Then if I close the Slide Master, you can see the shape appears on all slides. So the Slide Master is like a template which can be applied to many slides. Make sure you come to the top slide. Let's delete this shape here. And what do we need to do? We need to include your name, center number, and candidate number. It doesn't say to put it in the top or in the middle or in the bottom, so we can leave it in a default position. So if you click on Insert, Header and Footer, this is a footer here. Obviously, if you move it to the top, it becomes a header. So you need to select the footer so it becomes visible here. So you can see it's now a black box. If this is not selected, the mistake some people may do is they write into this box, and then if they don't select it, it's not going to show. So let me show you. If I just type something random like this, close the master slide, you can see there's nothing showing here. So if I go back to slide master, if I go back to insert header and footer, tick this box here, apply to all, you can see that's now showing. So it's really important we follow these steps in inserting headers and footers, not just typing it in here. Okay, so go to insert, header and footer, make sure this is selected. I'm going to write my name first of all. For center number, I'll use 5, 6, 7, 8, and then for candidate number 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, automatic slide numbers on the bottom left. So this hashtag refers to slide numbers. It's on the bottom right now, but obviously we need to move it. So if you tick this box, these slide numbers will be visible. Apply to all. But what I need to do is then move the slide numbers to the bottom left. So like I said, they weren't specific about where you want or where they want you to include your name details, so we can leave it here, but they were specific about the slide number. So now if I click close master view, hopefully you can see the slide number in the bottom left and then the name here. Okay, so make sure master slide items appear in the same position on every slide. There's no overlap on any slide. Done. Question 32. Move the slide with the title background so that it becomes slide 2. So background is this slide here, and we need to just move it by dragging it to here so it becomes slide 2. Okay, question 33. Use the data in the file j220speed.csv to create a line chart. Okay, and we just first of all find a CSV file. Yep, it's going to be this one here. Double click to open. Let's increase this column here so we can see all of the data. So what we need to do is create a line chart to compare the records for each year for solo female and solo male races only. So we basically need to make a graph to show the information for solo female and male across all years. Let me double check. Yeah, for each year. So include the years as category axis labels. So first of all, I'm going to highlight these two rows here. To insert a line chart, you click on insert, and then you click on the line chart option and then choose this as an option. Okay, so it's the first one here. Then what we need to do is show the years. So obviously 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 refer to 2014, 15, 16, 17, and 18. So to add these numbers in, these years in, you right click on the graph, click on select data. If you look at the horizontal axes, we need to change. So these numbers change to these years. So you click on edit, and then you highlight these years like this. Press OK, and you can see the years appear here at the bottom. Okay, so we have our line chart, we have our years shown as well. Question 34, label a chart with the title Solo Average Speed Records. So obviously I can copy and paste this, but if you are writing it out, you need to make sure you're not making spelling mistakes. You include capital letters when shown. So if I go to Excel, if I click on chart title, let's just enter the title. Done. Okay. Format the value axis to display. So this is a value axis here. So if I just click on a graph and click on a plus, I want to include axis titles first of all. And the title for this graph or this axis is going to be miles per hour. Okay, so you can enter that information in. And then we need to format the axes. Okay, so if I right click on the axes here, click on format axes, and what we have is a minimum value of 6 and a maximum value of 22. So the minimum value is going to be 6 and the maximum value is going to be 22, and we are going up in increments of 4. So if you come down to units, see we're going up in 2s, we want to change that to 4, Let's click on the graph. Yeah. Done. Let's highlight that. Format the chart to display only the data values as labels. Display the 2 decimal places above each data point. And a legend to display solo and female, the solo female and solo male. So I think the legend is already here at the bottom. Okay, so we just need to add those data labels. So what do we do? Okay, so if we click on the plus again, let's click on data labels, so you can see the labels above each of the points. But then if we click on this option here, then click on more options, so this bottom set of numbers have been highlighted. This one's not displayed to 2 decimal places, so if we come down to the bottom, click on category and then select number, and you can see it's now displayed to 2 decimal places. And we can do the same thing to the top set of numbers. If we come down, category and select number, yeah, 2 decimal places, we can get rid of this now. So we've basically finished with the graph, and what we need to do is to place it in the PowerPoint. Question 37. Place the chart to the left of the bullets on the slide with the title completion records. Okay, so let's find that slide first of all. Yeah, and the graph or the chart is going to go to the left of the bullet, so we need to make some space, so we can move this in and we can copy and paste the graph here. Is there anything else? Make sure all data is fully visible with no overlap, so that's fine. Let's copy this graph, copy and then paste. Obviously now we have got an overlap, so make sure the data is not overlapping. You can make the graph a bit bigger if you wanted to. Okay, happy with that. Question 38. Save the presentation and print the presentation as handouts, 2 slides to the page, each filling up half the page. So what we need to do is you click on save, you go to file and print, and then we print 2 slides at a time. So if you go to the first slide, that's the first and second slide, the third and fourth slides, and the 5th and the 6th slides. Okay, so make sure your name, center number and candidate details appear on all slides, so you can see the details are here along the bottom, okay, as well as your name on the first slide. Okay, so that's done. And yeah, we've come to the end of this paper. So this is paper 2 from the CIE ICT IGCSE course. We've completed now the May-June 2020 papers, variant 22. So please drop your comments below. I don't think this was a tricky paper, it's relatively straightforward. Let's just have a quick look through again. So remember, we start off by creating the evidence document. Then we have the word task where we have to format a document. So this was quite straightforward. Databases, again, a typical database question: import CSV files, make the relationships, add a record, and then to create some queries and reports. Okay, and the mail merge part, again, was a typical mail merge. You merge the CSV file with the master document, insert the merge fields, apply a filter for some recipients, and then you print off the document which contains the merge fields and then the documents which are merged to the actual recipients. And finally, we came to the PowerPoint section. We had to create a master slide only to include your name, center number and candidate number, and the slide numbers on the left. I guess the trickiest part of this paper, you could say, maybe was creating this graph. Okay guys, good luck in your exams. If you have exams coming up in October and November, please drop your comments below, and please share this content with your friends as well. Okay guys, take care, all the best, bye bye.